I'm 40 today. These are 5-ish things that I wish that I had known, that I wish that I had put into practice for the last 20 years or so. Because I'm halfway there, right? I'm halfway to whatever it might be. I feel good, but I feel good because of what I've done, but I should have done things a lot sooner. So 5 things: money, health, a few other bits and bobs to rant about. First thing, right? Look after yourself. Go to the gym. Don't eat crap. Stay away from ultra processed foods. Like, they're good every now and then. Don't get me wrong. Pizza, kebab, Chinese takeaway, whatever it is, that's absolutely fine. Have it every day? Not so good. Learn how to cook. Cook your meals from scratch. It's better for you. It tastes better. And if anyone says, oh, I can't make it taste as good as the restaurant or the takeaway, yes, you can. Just learn how to cook better. Take the time to do it. I lived and survived off crap in my 20s, and I felt really shitty for it. I've got bad skin as it is, and then my skin gets worse when I eat shitty food. I was overweight for a really long time. If I have enough guts, I will put a picture somewhere of me a few years ago when I was at my heaviest, 120 kilos, something like that. And I lost a lot of weight, and then I put it all back on since COVID. And actually it's only been in the last 6 months or so that I've started to put it back on. I've reached this milestone and I wanted to be healthy going into it. But when you are like that, it makes you tired, it makes you depressed, you don't want to get out of bed. If you do get out of bed, you just eat more crap, and the cycle just goes round and round and round. Self-esteem drops, and it's just not good. And you are literally doing it to yourself. Same with alcohol, right? When you drink alcohol, what you are doing is taking happiness from tomorrow to make yourself happy today, which is okay in small doses. It's okay every now and then. Of course it is. If you're doing it repeatedly over and over and over again, that's a debt that is going to build up. So what's that? Eat healthy, learn how to cook, look after your skin, get a skincare routine, start moisturizing, putting Restylane on your face. Look, if you're like 20, why are you watching this video? Go out and do something. But then secondly, like, start putting Restylane on your face now. Trust me. Yeah. Get out, do some exercise, cardio, walk the dog, get some sunshine, touch grass, whatever it is, and sleep. Get a good sleep routine. The Apple update now gives you a score for your sleep, and I am constantly in the low to mid 90s. Occasionally I get a 98. I got a 99 the other day. I was very happy. I love my sleep. I get good sleep. I do not feel tired in the morning, and I get up at 5:30 every morning. Right? Sometimes a little bit earlier to walk the dog. You've got to sleep, guys. You've just got to get yourself into a decent routine, go to bed at a decent time. Don't watch screens an hour before you go to bed. Read something. Wake up feeling refreshed and better about yourself. Can you have a late night every now and then? Yeah, of course you can. There you go. That's one thing. What's that? Health. I got the dog moving. We'll just wait for him to shake and move on. There you go. He's gone. Save money, like, look after your money, pay into a pension. You know, in England, when you start a new job, you get this option of, well, you automatically get opted in to the pension and you have to opt out. Well, what you want to do is you want to take whatever pension contribution you've got, and whatever the company is matching, you want to do that. You want to do the deal. You want to max out your pension contributions. Like, this is not financial advice. I'm just saying it's just good advice, right? Because right now, I am, I don't know, probably 30 years from retirement the way it's going. And unless something drastically happens, I am going to be living off pittance, particularly the way that inflation is going. Because I did not start paying into my pension until very, very recently. Because I'm an idiot. Because I wanted more money in my bank account. And I wanted it to spend on stuff. Whereas my missus, she started paying into her pension when she was 21. It's an NHS pension. It's very good. And when she retires, well, basically she's going to be paying for the life that I, by that point, have become accustomed to. So just look after your money. Don't spend it. Save it. I mean, spend it on stuff that you want. Sure. Okay. But save for the future. And that's also like, there's so many people that say, oh, no, I can't afford a house and things like that. It's like, how much are you actually saving? Like, I get it. House prices are expensive. I've only just bought a house this year. I'm 40. It's a big achievement. Woohoo! I'm in a lot of debt because of it. And I'm going to be paying it off for the next 22 years and 9 months or whatever it might be. But it's a big thing. It's an expensive thing, right? But the truth of the matter is, is that I got there because I was putting for the last 8 months £1,000 a month away because I could afford to do that. But when I look back in my late 20s, early 30s, the things that I could have saved for that I didn't because I spent money on, I don't know what, save money. If not for anything, just for your own future self, because trust me, they will want to thank you for it. Have an emergency fund just in case. Trust me, that's something else that you need. You do not need to be the most popular person around. Like, you just don't need to be. You don't need everybody to like you. It's okay if some people don't. I spent so long trying to be everybody's friend, trying to understand why people didn't like me, and then tried to change myself to get that person to like me. But then, of course, the act of doing that means that this person stops liking me, and I'm flicking between social circles, and I'm a social butterfly, and but I don't have time for anyone else, and then burnout. It's okay to have a small group of friends that mean more to you than have 500 numbers in your phone book. Are there some people that can do that? Yeah, sure. Why are you comparing yourself against other people? In fact, if you're doing that right now, stop. If you are comparing yourself to anybody other than how you were yesterday, stop. You don't know where they are. You don't know where they've come from. You don't know the experiences that they've been through. You don't know the trials and tribulations and everything else that goes alongside it. You don't know what they have done to get to where they are. You know what you've done, and only you know whether it's enough or not. I'm doing a video on that soon, responsibility and personal and all of that stuff. But don't compare yourself against other people, because you're only going to fail. You are literally setting yourself up for failure if you do that. Focus on yourself and focus on improving yourself every single day. Wake up in the morning. Today is going to be better than yesterday. At the end of the month, at the end of the year, have I achieved what I wanted to? Have I achieved more than I did yesterday? More than I did last year? If you did, then great. If you didn't, then work harder. Create something, do something, achieve something, set yourself goals. Do another video on that as well, but I'm just saying, do that. You'll feel better for it. Be thankful for what you've got as well. Don't keep chasing it. If you've got some good friends, then stick with them and be grateful for them. Don't always think that, oh, I need more, because you don't. The other thing as well, if someone's not good for you, if someone is driving you insane or causing you anguish or turmoil, and this goes for a relationship as well, I'm afraid to say, if it doesn't work, get rid of it. It really doesn't matter in the long term. It really, really doesn't matter. I had this friend a few years ago, and we were really good. We were like this. Thing is, he'd done a lot of traveling around the world, and all he did all the time was just complain about being in the UK. Complained about the price of things, complained about the people, complained about the lads on a night out, complained about sticky bars, complained about queuing, complained about the cash, complained about everything. I was like, dude, what are you doing here? And he brought me down. So I had to cut him loose, so to speak. I ended up getting in with another crowd, and I felt better for it because they were more my people. Sometimes there are going to be people in your life that you think you want to be friends with for whatever reason, but they're not giving you any value. Get rid of them. You are going to collect a lot of stuff in your life, and 99% of it is shit. Don't get me wrong. It's nice to have the limited edition this or the limited edition that, or if you're a collector and you want to collect Funko Pops or comic books, pictures and posters and stuff like that, that's fine, that's good. If you want to spend your money, okay, but see previous point about money. But I've moved twice in the last 5 years, and both times, first time I moved, me and my missus moved from a small flat to a house, we ended up throwing out a whole load of stuff that I had just gathered over the years. And then recently we moved into our first house, and we threw away a whole load of other stuff that had just gathered. I don't even know what it was. So get rid of your stuff. Hold on to the stuff that means something. Like, you can have like small mementos, old cards, stuff that actually brings meaning, stuff that when you look at it, it stirs something up inside. That's the stuff that you want to keep. Everything else is window dressing. And if you need to get rid of it, get rid of it. Be brutal. Don't hold on to it. And if you're holding on to it because you've spent a lot of money on it or because you think it's going to be worth something in the future, it probably won't be. The days, the years of toys and collectibles being worth something now, everything is mass-produced shit now. Even if it's a limited edition with a little number on it, it ain't worth anything. Get rid of it. You will understand what is worth keeping and what is not worth keeping. But in the meantime, if you haven't looked at something or touched something in a few months, 12 months, 6 months, get rid of it, make space. It's like your brain. Your brain can only hold so much stuff, right? Make space for stuff that isn't important. And I guess lastly, slow down. We have this innate need, I think, social media pressures, friends, social circle, pressures from our parents, schooling, education, all of this stuff to just keep going, to go, 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 go. In the UK, you do your GCSEs, you do your A-levels, or you go off and you do a diploma or something like that. Then you go to university, then you get a job, then you work your way up in that job, and you just keep going and going and going and going. You've got to stop. Stop when you get comfortable. Like, it's taken me a long time to get where I needed to get to now in order to save the money that I'm doing. And I've got an okay job. I can't say I love it, but it's a job. Paid for this house. I could keep going up, but you need to stop and realize and reflect what's important in your life. Friends, your family, your loved ones. That's what you slow down for, and that's what you appreciate. My brother is really, really good at going out and just enjoying nature. And I was really bad at that for so long. I would stay inside and I would watch hours and hours of TV, and because I've got to catch up with the latest episode and I've got to be able to talk with people at work about the latest bit of TV, and I've got to play the latest game on release, and I've got to do this and you've got to do that. You know what? No, you don't. Slow down. Deep breaths, because what's important is what's right in front of you. The person that you get into bed with at night, the person that you snuggle with on the sofa. And if you haven't got that, then go out and find it. But you won't find it if you keep going up and up and up and you don't stop and you don't slow down and you don't realize what's there. So just slow down. Everyone just slowed down, took a beat, took a breath. I think people would be happier. I know I would have been. So yeah, I'm 40 today and they're my reflections, right? Health, money, mistakes, family, friends. There's stuff that's important and there's stuff that isn't. And you'll figure it out. What you think is important probably isn't. This is a new channel. We're going to be talking about stuff like this every week. And if you're not watching this on day of release, there'll probably be another video somewhere here talking about one of the things that we've talked about. But I don't have any other videos to link to right now because it's my first one. So see you next week.